Are your guitars sounding a little bit boring? Especially the rhythm guitars. I mean, just because we're rhythm players doesn't mean we have to sound boring, right? So let's make these rhythm guitars move as they've never moved before. So I'm on a mission to spice up rhythm guitars, and I'm gonna share it all with you. So come on this journey with me. So here's the problem, right? You have a section of a song that's not that fast or exciting. The chords are not that unusual. And you know, everything just sounds okay, but just a bit too normal. But you also don't want to change it completely, you just want it to be a little bit more alive. Here are a couple of techniques to make these guitars move a little bit. Just give them more of a rhythmic feel, even more than rhythm guitars already have. I'm using Bitwig Studio and Bitwig's devices for this, but you can do this in any DAW really. There are plugins like Soundtoys Penman, I think, that can do similar things, and also you can also use any LFO that you want, or ultimately, if you don't have anything, you can always just automate everything manually. It's just a lot of work. So my first attempt was to use the random LFO here in Bitwig. As you can see, in the normal way that we usually do it, these guitars are just panned across the track to generate a wide sound. You see, I've got a bunch of guitar layers here just recorded just because I wanted these sections to be thick and have a lot of substance to it, you know? And each of these layers has its own space in the width of the song, but they never leave that space. Well, if we set up a tool device in each of these, then assign the random LFO to the panning of each one. Let's set it to quarter notes to match the rhythm of the track. And you see they're just gonna start jumping all over the width of the track in time, but each of them are gonna be in a completely random spot every quarter note. Also, don't forget to smooth it a bit here to make sure there are no pops in the sound when the track suddenly jumps. And now if I play this, can you hear how much movement that adds to this part of the song? How unexpected it is. But I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit chaotic because the pattern never repeats itself again. So if you listen to a pattern that you like, it's gone forever. It's never gonna happen again, unless that was the one time that you were exporting the track. And also sometimes everything just accidentally gets panned all to one side, making the panning of the song sound a little bit too unbalanced, which I don't like so much. So I started wondering, how could I control this? How could I make the same thing in a more controlled environment? So this is my second attempt at this idea. Instead of a random LFO, I'm using a step sequencer. Still pretty much in the same way with the quarter notes and the smoothing, but here in the step section I can have a bit more control of how the guitars are gonna move. It's less unpredictable and unexpected, and more repetitive, so you're gonna have to choose what you want. Repetitive but controlled, unexpected but chaotic. I think that this way still adds a lot of movement. Let's give it a listen. It's also a lot more discreet than the random method, but it kind of gives this different vibe because of the way that I panned the guitars and made them move. It gives the sensation that the guitars are constantly moving out. The secret here is to remember to play with the phase of each guitar track to make sure the two guitar tracks are never panned to the same spot at the same time. And that's it! Let's listen to all the versions one after the other to compare. So which one did you like more? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any crazy ideas with guitar production or even any kind of music production, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to make your idea something that you can actually do. Create a technique based on your ideas. And that's it for today's video. I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please press all the buttons around me out there in this world that help me right now. And I see you all next time. Thank you and bye.